What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to show you how to get better at soloing, okay? Now, there's two main approaches you could take to this that are very effective. The first one is learning scales and learning them to where you know them so good that you don't even have to think about it. You could just go through them, you know all the notes, perfect. The second way is to learn different guitar players' styles and learn their licks. So even if you don't know the scales in a certain key, let's say we're playing in G major, let's say you don't know the notes, all those 8 notes in the key of G major, you could still solo in G major and just do certain licks like, okay, so you can still play these licks and you don't really have to know all the notes in the scale. Then the other way is you can learn the scales note for note and go, but then the problem with that is you might get stuck doing those same patterns and you might not know how to do some of these other licks. Okay, so you kind of need both ways, and what normally happens is you'll learn some licks from, a couple different guitar players. So maybe learn some Jimi Hendrix, some Eric Clapton, some Jimmy Page, some George Harrison, whatever you want to do. And then you're going to learn all their different licks, and you're going to see, okay, they're doing, you're going to see what they have in common and what your options are. Then what you can do is once you learn those licks, you can kind of piece them together in your own way to make your own solos. So let's say if we're playing in G major, I remember one lick I learned was to do this little thing on the E, the high E and B strings where you go, I'm doing 7th fret on the high E and 8th fret on the B string. And then you can, that's like your home base. And then you could play these other notes around there. Okay, so the two main things are learn the major scale, learn the shape, and then go and learn some guitar players' licks. And then when you get lost, let's say you learn a lick and you don't know where to go from there. Well, then that's where you would learn the scales, and so then you could figure out, okay, I can go, and now I want to keep going through the scale, so you have to know A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, stuff like that. And learn which notes you can bend on, which notes you can do hammer-ons and pull-offs. And then kind of piece together your licks. So for example, I learned like a Randy Rhoads lick, and then I would learn a Jimmy Page lick, and then I could piece them together and go, okay. And same thing with learning different styles. Learn some blues licks, learn some country licks. Okay, and that's gonna, give you a more diverse style. It's gonna make your playing sound better. So those are all the tips I have to increase your soloing.